I'm back. Lazy buddy. Everybody must work. Work. Everybody must work. Work harder. Everybody must work. Oh. Everybody must work. Work harder. Working is a thing that you should know. Working is a thing that everyone should know. Everybody must work. Don't be a jerk. Everybody must work. Work harder. Cause if you're not the working, you gotta be joking. Yeah, you gotta be loafing. You must work. Lazy body must work. And then the mother better try to do some work. Hey, you're too loud. Hello, everybody, and welcome back. I am here. We are checking in on the love vibes today. Okay? I pray to God it's good news. Okay? I'm allergic to bad news right now. Like, literally, I'm allergic to bad news. But I'm here at work. And you just never know what type of day it'll be at the office, do you? So, shoo cha, shoo cha, cha, cha. Alright, Most High God, if there's anybody trying to interfere with this reading, please block them. So we can receive the messages that you brought us here to receive. Do step in and deliver your messages to we, your children. Thank you so very much. Alright, so collective love reading. What's your messages for us? Or what's your message for this collective love reading? What do you want us to know? Barrington Levy. Interesting deck. Okay. So let's just see, my lovelies. I'm just waiting for word from the command station. So at the bottom of the deck we've got bring love into the situation. Well, yeah, befitting for a love reading. And I like that because a lot of the times we have a love life and it is so devoid or so void of love. A lot of us, we're in love relationships with almost no love in it. Love is the healing energy. Hate is the hurting energy. So if you're hurting your partner and you're telling them I love you, you lie. Love finds a way to make it work. Love finds a way to alleviate hurt. Okay? Love heals. Love does not hurt. You people need to stop telling lies. Make it make sense. Love does not hurt. Love heals. Even tough love heals. Okay? So bring some love into the situation. You say you're in a love relationship, show the love. Don't just think it or talk it. Alright, so let's see. So we have the end of a tough cycle approaches. Of course, when you bring love into the situation, that's what happens. It heals. And all the hardship, all the crying, all the feeling like you're in this thing by yourself, all the feeling like you're wasting your time, all the desires for looking outside for somebody else to comfort you, and all these things, that goes away. So when you bring love into the situation, the end of a tough cycle approaches. Okay? You need to work through your fears and balance spirituality and practicality. Exactly. So don't just say you love somebody, don't just think it, don't just feel it. You have to actually put in the effort to show them that you love them. And it's very important that you work through your fears, because showing love to people sometimes, showing love to your person, it could be a little bit intimidating because we live in a world that doesn't really it doesn't really encourage where it doesn't really encourage us to show love like that. We live in a world where it's easier to be mean to somebody than it is to be kind to somebody, unfortunately. But if we want to live in a different world, then we have to make the changes. So a lot of people, even some people are even like afraid to accept love. And I've been there before, so I'm telling you things that I know about. Sometimes it's intimidating or frightening to give love for many different reasons, and sometimes it's intimidating and frightening to even accept somebody's love. Ain't that crazy? But yeah, once you bring love into the situation, the end of a tough cycle approaches. Because if you're showing somebody love and they're not reciprocating your love, then that shows you who they are. And it simply means they either need to grow some more or they need to go. Okay? And if you're showing somebody love and they reciprocate that love, then at least you got something to build upon. Alright? So yeah, the next card that came out is a new start is coming. So it's in your love relationship right now, if you choose to bring love into the situation, it will reveal to you who your person is. It will reveal to you what direction your relationship is going in, whether you should quit or you should continue. But in any case, it's gonna be a new start. So if you quit and you start a new life by yourself, or if you start a new life with someone, that's a new start. And if you come to the end of this cycle of not really showing your partner how you truly feel about them, showing the partner the love that you truly feel and want them to know you have for them, then it's a new start of you actually doing that. So that's why it says the end of one cycle, the end of a tough cycle approaches. So basically that'll be the past, and a new you can emerge. Sorry. So the underlying issue we have here, the energy is gaining momentum. So which direction is the coin going to fall on? So it's like a lot of us are in relationships where we either going or we coming or we stopping. It's like, are we gonna continue and continue in a good way, or should we just quit? But in any case, the energy is gaining momentum in your love life. So think about your love life right now and decide, like, how has it been going? Do you feel like you guys are going in the right direction? Do you feel in between? Or do you feel like you guys should just stop? In any case, you need to bring love into the situation. And sometimes it's not just about loving your partner, it's about loving yourself. So if you're with somebody and that person is deciding not to love you, I suggest that you take it upon yourself to love you. Okay? And that could mean telling them bye. Or that could mean simply speaking up respectfully and telling them how you see the situation, how you feel, how you hope for it to go. And if they're on board with you, you'll see it reflected in their not in their response, because sometimes people are talking to us and the way that they say something would make us perceive it as rude, so be mindful of that. But one's actions, more than anything else, tell you what they intend to do. Okay, so one thing I can say is try and make your words and your actions match. Do not confuse your person. Okay, say what you mean and mean what you say. Face your fears. Work through your fears. Don't be afraid to say what you mean and mean what you say. Because if you feel one way and you're saying something else and your actions don't match whatever, that's confusion. And confusion brings frustration. Okay? And then frustration, for those of us who don't really practice to control ourselves, can make us do things and or say things that'll just make the situation worse. Okay, so be honest with yourself. If you don't want to be with the person anymore, it's time to love yourself and quit the relationship. If you want to be with the person, it's time for you to stop being so distant and start showing that tenderness. You know what I'm saying? The support, the financial support, emotional support, familial support, social support. Support your partner. Okay? You don't have to be exactly the same. You don't have to like everything that they decide to do. You don't have to like everything about your partner. But they have the right to be themselves. And it is your duty to respect them. Because remember, relationships are about growing, you know. When you get with somebody, if you're a wise person, you get with somebody with the intention to grow into a better person in all aspects of your life, if you can. I mean, no one person could be everything to their person, but as many things as you can be to your person in support of their personal growth. That's what we're supposed to be doing. Helping each other to grow and heal, you know, evolve, become better versions of ourselves. Financially, socially, educationally, emotionally, you name it. Okay? It's a life partner, your helpmate, right? So, your brethren that you trod on this thing called life for the time that you're meant to be together, because not all relationships are meant to last forever. So we need to bear that in mind too. And should your relationship come to its end, try and end on good terms, because a lot of the times people break up because of a difference in their growth. So if you're with the right person but at the wrong time because of their lack of growth, you don't want to miss being with them in the future when they have grown to what you need them to be, or make it too hard to start in the future because you already fucked up in the past. You understand what I'm saying? So yeah, we need to bring love into the situation. So if you're gonna end the relationship, try and end it respectfully. If you're gonna go forward, then go forward with honesty. Even if your part, listen, I know sometimes honesty can bring you results that you don't want, but trust that it's the right thing to do. So you might say something to your partner that you know is gonna hurt their feelings. If they're ready to hear it, then make sure you speak the truth. Allow them to go through their emotions. Block if they throw up a fist or a kick, okay? Allow them to go through the shit. And when they calm down, then they'll be able to see and think clearly. But let your relationship be built on solid ground, aka honesty. So nobody got no secret for you, and there are no secrets to come up in the future that's going to destroy whatever you two decide to build together. You understand what I'm saying? Honesty is actually the best policy. But a lot of people choose not to be honest because they don't want the possible results. But somebody who truly loves you, if you say something to them that you know that they're not gonna like, they may be angry at you, they may stop talking to you for a day, a week, a month, depending on how bad it is, maybe even a year. Give them their space. Because at the end of the day, if you're worth it, when they calm down, they will be able to look at your situation from the right perspective, because they have all the information that they need to make a conscious, wise decision. They know who they're dealing with. You understand what I'm saying? So it's hard to speak the truth, but trust me, it's better you talk the truth and get it out and miss your partner for a day or 2 weeks or however long while they go through their emotions. And if they don't come back, then you know it's over. But honesty is the best. Well, that's how I see it anyway. Okay. So yeah, whatever energy you got going on in your relationship, it is gaining momentum. And then we have a new romantic cycle begins. So that could be a new romantic cycle by yourself or a new romantic cycle with your person. But in any case, God says expect a powerful change. So sometimes when you let go of the wrong people, your life take off. When you let go of the dead weight, your life can actually take off and be the magnificent spectacle that it's meant to be, or the magnificent adventure that it's meant to be. Okay? So sometimes you just have to let go of people that are a hindrance to your progress, your growth in all aspects, your financial growth, your spiritual growth, your emotional growth, your social growth, your familial growth. Just look at your life and look at the person that's in it and see how they're affecting the world around your world. Okay? And you'll know where you need to make shifts. Alright? So we got your dreams need a practical plan. So whatever your vision is for your future, you need to have a practical plan. That means have the right people in your life as well. So once you have a practical plan and you make the changes that you need to make, and you include God and prayer and whatnot in your situation, just know that a win-win outcome is forecast. So you'll get through. But we lose at life when we try to hold on to things and people that are bad for us, that are a hindrance for us. It's like you're being resisted at every turn. But if you get with the right things, people, mindsets, and stuff that are going to push you in the direction that you actually want to go, then things will work better for you. Even the challenges won't really seem like challenges. You'll be too happy to overcome these challenges because you know you're on the right track. Okay? So just pay attention to your love life and make sure that it is actually a love life. Okay? And not a hate life, calling it a love life. Anybody got time for that? Okay? Yeah, look at this. So a win-win outcome is forecast. God said, what do you need to release? Is it? So yeah. Is it a mindset that you need to release to make your love relationship better? Is it fears you need to release to make your love relationship better? Is it you have to change where you live? Is it outside interference like friends and stuff? Is it what else be mashing up relationships? Poor money management? Is it your cheating ways? Your womanizing or your manizing ways? What else? You have a trifling parent that just keep putting their mouth in your business, encouraging you to make choices that you wouldn't make if you didn't have their influence in your bumbleclot ear and your brain. What do you need to release? You go down the list. There's a whole bunch more that I didn't mention, but y'all know how it is. Everybody's story different. Be honest with yourself. And we got don't let your past hold you back because you and your loved ones are safe. So your past could be anything. You could talk about past experiences. It could talk about generations before you who think they know everything. One thing I realize about relationship is it's not a one size fits all task. Relationships are meant to be built in a way that is suited to the two people who are in it. And if that means that it looks different to what the world has ever seen, then that's what it's meant to be because that's what works for you and your person. We need to stop getting into relationships and try to make it look like relationships that we've seen before, especially if it's not working to you and your partner's benefit. Okay? Some people are monogamous, some people are polygamous. If it works for you, it works for you. It's nobody's business. Some people are swingers. That means they exchange partners, and some people are not. If it works for you and your person, it works for you and your person. Some people get together and this person is religious and this person is completely not. That shouldn't be a factor. If you love each other, respect each other's differences, and base your life together on what can actually work. Because sometimes it's better to hold on to that 75% rather than try to find a 100% person. Because there is no such thing as somebody who is 100% exactly like you or 100% in agreement with everything that you think and believe. You understand what I'm saying? A relationship is two completely different people coming from two completely different walks of life, having two completely different set of experiences, but trying to merge their lives into one. That's hard. And that's why relationships are so challenging. And that's why it's so important to speak truth. So at least you and your person know what you're working with. So you know, once you speak truth to each other, should you even bother to continue to go on? Or is this where we have to part and just remain friends? Maybe in the future we might can do this again. Because there's something that attracted you to in the first place. But sometimes circumstances make it that it's a little bit too hard at this time with all the circumstances surrounding this case. You know, our brains are ready, but the world around us isn't ready for an us. You see, our circumstances isn't ready for an us. Or maybe in the future future. Who knows? And then now, when you get into a situation like that, it's like, do you get with the next person in hopes of getting with that person? Don't do that. Because then you end up not giving this current relationship a fair chance. Unless you've decided you don't really want a relationship. You just want companionship. You just want to play around. But then, can you be so certain that the person that you really wanted to be with is going to ever get into the kind of position which is conducive to a relationship between you two? So you see, if you choose to walk that path in hopes of getting with that person one day, you kind of keep your life in limbo. I say, forget about that person to the extent where it doesn't interfere with your present. Okay? That's the best thing to do. Just take life as it comes, really. Because look at it this way. This person that you have to let go of, you might really be in love with that person, but look back at your life. How many times have you been in love? Several. So, it's just another one. Not to diminish this person's importance, but it's just another one, because so many times we've had our heart broken and we've broken up with people, have to suffer that broken heart thinking, oh my God, I'll never meet anybody that I have that kind of chemistry with. I'll never meet anybody to treat me like that. And when you look, you find somebody who you got more chemistry with, somebody who got more skills and more wisdom and treat you better than that last person. So what does that teach you about life? That should teach you don't really know much. Just go with the flow. You know? Put down your worries and treat people with the respect that they deserve. Give people a fair chance, because everybody that come into our life, they come into our life to help us on our growth and to also help us on our growth. Yeah, basically teach us lessons, be a great friend, or teach us of what we don't want. Whatever the experience, just go with the flow. And when you had enough, drop them. If it's one of them ones where they come to teach you lessons. When you had enough, just let the shit go. Okay? So, at the bottom of the deck, we had bring love into the situation. So know when to love yourself and when to love your person. Okay? And I hope that the information revealed here was helpful to you. And I pray you the very best going forward in your challenge of harnessing a long-lasting, prosperous, fantabulous love relationship. It's about time we start getting this shit right. And it starts with hooking up with the right person. Sometimes the person don't look like what you want them to look like. But if you're basing it on the physical, you can miss your person. Because they look nice don't mean they're gonna treat you good. Have we not learned that lesson yet? So we need to get to know the inner person. And that means sometimes don't be afraid of falling out, because when you fall out with somebody, the way that they treat you in that fallout tells you a lot about how they feel about you. So be grateful for the negative times and learn what you can from those instances. Okay? Get to know your person. Take time and get to know your person. Alright? And we're not going to talk about sex and all that. Be wise. I can't teach you everything. You have to figure some shit out yourself. You're going to have to make some mistakes and learn how to correct your mistakes so you know what to teach your children. Because they're coming up and having to go through the same shit. Like our parents before us went through the same challenges that we're going through with our people. Some of them got that shit wrong, so we can't take teachings from them. Okay? But in some cases, we can take teachings from them. So yeah, just do your research into yourself, your person. Get the advice from sensible people around you and stuff like that. But let the final decision always be yours. Do not allow other people to make these life choices for you. Listen to other people, but you decide for yourself. Because whatever happened at the end of this decision, you have to live with the consequences. And everybody don't have to agree with your choices. It's not their life. And people need to understand and respect that. So don't go around making stupid decisions and then want to blame your mommy or blame your father or blame your grand or blame your sister. You made the choice. They made the suggestion. You made the choice. So make sure when you're making your choices, it's what you want to do. So whether you're happy with it or you're sad with it, at least you were being true to what you thought was best. Not what other people think is best for you. I beg. Let's try and get this relationship right. So I can go outside and see people in loving relationships and get that secondary good feeling like, oh, you know? Because you can see when the relationships are fake. You can see when they're strained and you can see when they're real. Well, I can anyway. I don't know. God bless me with a special kind of vision still, so. But yeah, I want to go outside and enjoy watching other people in love and supporting each other. You know, families going out and enjoying themselves together. Even if they're having hard times and whatnot, I want to see them handle their difficulties respectfully and shit like that. Come on, let's heal. Heal the world. Start with your relationship. I can't come up with no more. Alright. Until next time. Bye bye.